Hello and welcome to the Wealthy Coach Workshop. Today you're going to get my 7 secrets to create a successful coaching business. So please get comfortable and turn up the volume. We're going to dive straight in today because you're at the right address if you want to create a successful coaching business, but maybe you just don't know where to start. Or perhaps you've been doubting your capability or ability to put yourself out there. Maybe you just need the how-to, a system that actually shows you how to do it because you want to take your business to the next level, or perhaps you're just starting out. You do want to grow your audience, you want to build a tribe of people who trust you and want to work with you so that you can get more paying clients. And you want some tools and some guidance to help you implement everything. So here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn how to transition from your job into coaching for those of you who are in that space where they're perhaps in a job that no longer serves them and they want to take the next step in their life and transition into their purpose of helping others and changing lives. But it's also for people who are already existing coaches and want to take their business higher and grow the audience with ideal clients so that you really do focus on the people that you want to help, nail your messaging, know who you are, what you do, and how you deliver it. That's why we're going to share with you today how you can create those offerings in the right order. There are various different ways that you can do it. I'm going to show you the right way, how it's done. And also how to attract clients into your programs, because this is what we want. We want people to come into working with you and not for you to go out and get them, but for them to be magnetically charmed and wanted to work with you as well, so that they contact you rather than you contacting them. We're also going to show you how to grow a high-income coaching business, because we need to run and build a business that's bringing in some revenue so that we can not only sustain ourselves, but that we can grow and expand our business and help more and more people. So here's why you need to pay attention right until the end of the presentation, because there I'll be showing exactly how to make 100,000 euros with your coaching, and it's a lot easier than you think. Is that a promise? Absolutely. So let's just dive in a little bit further, because I am going to ask you now just to increase your viewing pleasure today by just following some standard housekeeping. I do want you to give yourself some time to focus on your business and your goals. So give yourself the time that deserves and just remove any distractions, and do grab hold of a pen to take some notes. So I'll just wait for a second whilst you grab a pen. All right, so who am I? Well, I'm Carl Brooks and I'm a business coach based here in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, although we have clients and programs that we operate all over the world. I have 25 years experience in online marketing strategy, but also marketing communication. I've worked with companies such as Air France, KLM, and British Telecom, and I have an in-depth understanding of marketing, particularly when it comes down to Facebook advertising, social media, and online marketing, so that you get your business out there and build a funnel that's going to allow people to come into your work and get to know you a little bit before they reach out to you to want to work with you. I position myself as a one-stop shop for small business, pretty obviously with all that background in marketing and strategy and communication. I know what I'm doing in that area. So this is what I focus on, and I help small businesses and coaches and healers to set up their business to make sure that their marketing is working for them rather than the other way around. I'm also the founder of the Wealthy Coach Retreat. This is our flagship world-class coaching business training that we give to selected groups in Italy and in South Africa, and more places coming soon where we'll be doing that around the world. At the Wealthy Coach Retreat, that's the place where I give tools and a structured plan to help coaches and healers to create a successful business with a like-minded group during a very intensive 3 days together, where we nail your business model, the plan, marketing, positioning, the whole thing to get your business up and running quick and get you results fast. So what do I do? Well, in effect, I help coaches to confidently create a successful business. Makes sense. I give people the tools and strategies I said before, but also to bring people together, because it's so important in this field to have a support system in place, not just from me, but from each other. And I just love my tribe, and it just lights me up when I see them collaborating and going on to holding radio shows together or retreats and workshops together, that just lights me up and takes what I do to a whole different level. Something you didn't know about me, perhaps? I am a qualified rescue scuba diver. So I love this. This is one of my passions. And if you get a little bit swamped or drowning today in information, don't worry. I'm on hand with some oxygen. So why do I do this work? Well, like many of you, I've been working in the corporate world for a long time. And particularly the last few years, I realized that the job was really kind of no longer serving me. I was in a place where I kind of outgrown the work. And I was hesitant to take that step into entrepreneurship. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to earn enough money or that I'd have to give up my steady paycheck. And I'm sure that some of you will resonate with that. But I didn't take action on it at all. And it transpired into a wake-up call. I woke up one morning with the left side of my body completely paralyzed. And I went to the neurologist immediately. I was referred to a doctor, a neurologist, and we went through an MRI scan. And doctors found very quickly an abscess the size of a small golf ball in my brain that was crushing my nervous system. And the wake-up call looks a little bit more like this. I spent 3 months in hospital. I had a biopsy in my head, and the bacteria that was in there was identified as a bacteria that had actually come from my mouth through a recent tooth pulling at my dentist. It found its way into my brain, and it was treatable, fortunately, with some antibiotics. But as you can imagine, this was a huge turning point in my life and a time for reflection. I no longer wanted to work in a job that was no longer serving me. I made a pact with myself right there in the hospital that if I walked out of this hospital on my own 2 feet, which I did within 3 months, then I'm going to quit my job and fully lean into my purpose, set up my own business, and take it from there, because life is too short and I've been given this gift of a second chance. But once I walked out of the hospital and I quit my job and I set up my business and I was full of courage and motivation and I went for it, but I found very quickly that business was quite slow. I was researching this with also some friends and peers in the industry, and I spoke to many people at the Chamber of Commerce, and it soon transpired that around 65% of coaches quit within 5 years. And that really shocked and saddened me, because what I found is what was happening in my own business as I was starting up, that my big heart and my passion to help other people, it just wasn't enough. I needed to bring in some money and a paycheck to pay the bills and to build my business. And I really needed to build a sustainable business and learn exactly how to do that. Now, fortunately, I was able to bridge the gap into business coaching with my 25 years experience in marketing and communication, but I really needed some business models and a plan and a roadmap and some structure to put all of that together. So I enlisted a mentor in America who helped me to understand the dynamics of setting up a business as a coach and what it really takes. And I soon got the structure to create some cash flow on my business. That's what's needed. What could I do right now to bring in my clients, to help them to generate cash flow in my business so that I have a steady foundation, financial foundation, in which to grow and serve more and more people? He also taught me how to master my mindset, because I was coming from an energy and a place of lack in my mind, like, oh, I can't do this and I need money and I don't have it. And I realized that I had to manifest this on a different level. So he gave me a high performance mindset, not only to boost my motivation, but also to put me in that space where I now controlled my emotions and was able to dictate how I wanted to feel, even though I sometimes felt scared and about the future, and sometimes I didn't know all the how-tos, but still being able to structure and give myself the feelings that I wanted to feel so that I could push through and make it happen. And finally, he also gave me a structured plan, which I've now tweaked and optimized for myself over the years, of course. But I really got that plan down and nailed it, so I knew exactly what to do in all the right order, and also bring in my own little characteristics and idiosyncrasies that make it my own. Plus, of course, the knowledge from my entire career in marketing and communication. I put all that together in a structured plan, knew how to bring in cash flow, knew how to master my mindset, and now my business changed. It was a huge new opportunity for me to start again fresh. And that's why today I'm going to share with you the 7 secrets to a successful coaching business that I've discovered that work for me in my business. This is not just theory. This is my proven system. This is what I do. And also what I share with my clients as well to help them also build and create a successful coaching business for them. Now, the first one is to decide the right business. Now, this kind of makes sense, right? We want to make sure that the ladder is against the right wall. We want to make sure that when we get in that car, that we know where the destination is. We know where we're going. And that means that we have to tap into our vision. Now, what do we feel most passionate about? What do we care about the most? Where do we want to be in 10 years' time? What is that long game picture? But also, bring in our own characteristics, our humor, our idiosyncrasies, our own strengths and uniqueness, because that's what's going to propel us forward, and it's going to remove any competition because there's no one else out there quite like us. We also need, in this first phase, to brainstorm our ideas without judgment of whether they're good or bad or viable. I typically do this by putting up some post-its on a wall, and I share my ideas. I put everything up there. Everything has equal value. And then I also think about how I would want to deliver those ideas. Would it be an online course? Would it be one-on-one clients? Would it be perhaps a retreat or a workshop? Play to your strengths. Make sure that you choose a delivery method that you really feel passionate about. And then get out there. Take action. Test it. Don't wait until it's perfect, but get out there and get the feedback from some testers or some people that you trust, so you get some feedback and direct reviews that you can tweak and optimize before you move on to the next level. Now, the second secret is to follow the offering blueprint. Now, I wish I knew this right from the get-go, because there is a way to build the momentum of your offerings as you go. I'm going to share with you that right now. So typically you'd like to start with one-on-one coaching. This is when you get down into the trenches with your clients. You get to learn their pain points and the desired results. You also pick up on the language that they're using, so that you can use that perhaps in your marketing and communication and when you talk to other prospects and leads. Getting down there with the one-on-one clients will really help you to tap into what is really going on in people's minds and how can you help them. And that's going to come forward naturally once you do that work of one-on-one coaching. Now, a number of months after that, anywhere between 6 months to a year, perhaps sometimes sooner, that would be then the step to take it to a group or workshop, because now you've got a grasp and understanding of, from working with one-on-one clients, now you can take it to the next level, which is to create some kind of workshop or group coaching and expand your reach, leverage your time, and reach more and more people. After that, you might want to consider putting some of your knowledge online so that people have access to it. Those people who are not able to attend your workshops or come into your group, but they also have a different tier level, that being your online course, that they can access from the comfort of their own home 24/7. And that also allows you to scale your business and to attract more and more people to come into your online course, which is pretty much unlimited, the number of people that you can bring into your online course. Whereas a workshop or a group, that is limited because you cannot address everybody there. And sometimes the spaces of workshops are also limited in size as well. An online course, the sky's the limit. After that, after you've created an online course and program, you might want to consider reaching out to peers into the industry to help them to create a joint venture with you. That is to say, you get in front of other people's audiences and you promote, or you get your peers in the industry to promote your online course or programs in exchange for a commission so that they earn a certain percentage of the sales. Kind of makes sense. But this way, you can leverage their audience and you don't have to go out there and get your own audience. You can literally put yourself in front of other audiences, and the person with whom is involved in your joint venture is getting paid to do so. So it's a win-win situation for all. And finally, you might want to consider a book launch, and only at the end of all of this, because this will be your How I Did It All book, how I reached the top, how I built my successful business. And of course, that will contain some of the mistakes that you made, some of the humanity that you can share with your readers so that it really resonates with them and you can show your authority and your credibility. Secret number 3 is to grow your audience. Now, we all want to ensure that not only do we have an offering, but that when we pull back the curtain on our finished offering, that there are people out there who want to buy. So the best way to do that is to start by thinking about your niche or your ideal client. Now, who are these people? Who are you trying to help specifically? Because the more specific you are with your niche, the more focused you will be in your communication, and the language that you use is going to resonate more and more with that particular niche, because it's going to feel like you so get them that they're going to say, hey, you know so much, it's like you're inside my head. Plus, it's going to take all the guesswork out of your marketing, because now not only do you know your niche, but you know where to find them, because you would have interviewed them, you would have asked them in surveys and spoken to them. In fact, many of them will have perhaps be your clients already. You also not only want to share your knowledge with people and your skills, but you want to give them an experience. There's so much online these days. It's very difficult to eliminate the competition and to stand out of the crowd. So what we need to do is to bring people together, because that sense of belonging and connection through an experience, whether it be an offline workshop like the one in the picture here, or a retreat, or some kind of event, is a great way not only for people to get to know you more and have access to you, but also to have access to a group of like-minded people who then go on to collaborate and support one another. I know it because I've seen it happen in my workshops and retreats as well. And just amazing, that whole dynamic. And you want to create some engagement. It's two-way communication. This is about stimulating people to respond to your posts on social media by asking questions, getting them involved in the offering creation process, for example, asking for their opinions, asking for their reviews. Growing your audience is also about being consistent. It's your consistency that people kind of think, wow, this person's committed and dedicated to really helping and serving us. And it's through your consistency that people are going to stop to take notice, because you're going to be in view basically every day with some great content and value. And it's adding that value that's so important. Showing up with some of your best content, making sure that you really are serving people to the best of your ability, not being scared to download and offer your best stuff, because it's that added value that people will take notice of and will want to reach out to you for more in your paid programs. So having said that, typically the way that I deliver and add value is through free content. Now you can do it offline like this at a workshop that I gave here in Cape Town, or you can do it online through social media. That's up to you. But by consistently adding value and then intermittently offering paid programs for your clients to go deeper with you to get rapid results, you're going to set up what we call the value circle, where you're adding value and making offers. And typically those are the only two activities that you should be concentrating on. The next secret, number 4, is to show your authenticity. Now notice I haven't said authority, because in this day and age of YouTube and social media, there's so much information and people out there who seem to be like the authority and credibility. But if you know any millennials like I do, what they're looking for is authenticity. Aren't we all looking for that? It's actually through that authenticity, when we see it, we're inspired to be more of ourselves as well, to drop the roles, to drop who we think we should be, but actually just to accept who we are and let that shine through. Because the world is driven by trust. And if we're not being authentic and not being sincere, well, we can sniff that out, right? We can see that. What we want is to connect. We want intimacy with people who are genuine and open, that we feel that we can build a relationship with. And we do that through sharing our stories, sharing what we've been through, our trials and tribulations, perhaps physical illness we overcome, or abuse, or all kinds of stories that we have experienced for ourselves. Through sharing them and being vulnerable in that process, it's going to inspire other people to also believe in themselves as well, and to want to connect with who they really are and remove any fear or guilt or shame so that they can be themselves. And that alone is a beautiful thing to behold, and it's going to allow our clients not only to connect with us, but to connect with themselves. And isn't that a beautiful thing? We do that through sharing our struggles, as I mentioned before, not just the successes. So long gone are the days where we talk in superlatives of being the best and we've done this and we've done that. No, it's also about things that we've done and mistakes that we've made. Sharing those is a great way to connect with people and allow them to connect with you. And here's the thing, the bottom line is that clients will invest with people that they feel that they can trust, that are going to get them results. And building that trust means sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly. That makes sense, right? Secret number 5 is then to promote your offering, because now we've created the offering, we've grown the audience, now you've produced some authenticity and you're connecting and getting your clients to know, like, and trust you. And now it's time to make those offers, to promote those offerings. What we need is to create what we call a sales funnel. This is where you're driving traffic either from Google or from your website or social media, even YouTube. There are many different ways and channels that you can drive traffic into a sales funnel. This would be typically either a page on your website or perhaps even your Facebook page or group, somewhere where people can come to connect to find out more information and where you can add some more content, particularly your best content, because you want to make a good impression right from the get-go. And by the way, there's more amazing content where that's coming from, right? Because you can always create more and more. And this will also allow you, when they come in to your newsletters or to your email database or your website or Facebook page or social media, it's going to allow you the opportunity to connect emotionally with them, because you're going to share your authenticity with them. You're going to get to help them by sharing some and adding some value to them. And then, of course, you're going to be mentioning your upcoming offerings. You're going to be building this anticipation, not immediately coming in with a hard sell, but just saying, hey, I'm working on this offer. It's coming up in a few weeks' time. I'd love to hear what you think about this topic. I'd love to hear your questions about it. I'd love to get you involved. And through this anticipation, you're building momentum so that when you finally open the door and ask for the sale, they're there to want to buy from you. Secret number 6, we've talked about it before, but mastering your mindset. Because the first 5 secrets are great if you're in that great space of mind and you know what you're doing and you feel confident. But typically, we all have ups and downs in our life and our business. And it's how we react and respond to those ups and downs through mastering our mindset that's really going to set us apart and hopefully going to ensure that we are in that top 35-40% of coaches who do stay in business, because we're high performers, we're highly motivated, we love what we do, we love what we offer our clients, we're able to define how we want to feel on any given day in the face of fear, in the face of self-doubt. So mastering your mindset is an important way to move forward and to ensure that you stay highly committed to your coaching business and your clients. So we're going to talk about that in a second here, because if anything is important to master here, it's this. Why? Because often our fears and doubts and what we sometimes associate with as limiting beliefs, they will hold us back. They keep us small. But they're there to serve a purpose. They're there to protect us. And they're constantly saying in our mind, am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe? They will project fear into the future. For example, am I doing this right? Because if I do it wrong, then clearly I'm going to fail. But what we have to realize is that all growth and purpose is outside of our comfort zone. It's actually through mastering and accepting how we feel and then focusing on how we want to feel in any given moment, that we're going to overcome these limiting beliefs and push through and make it happen. So one question that I often ask myself when I'm in those emotional states where I think, I feel a bit of fear or I doubt, I ask myself, what am I allowing my mind to convince me of right now? Because that's it. It's just an emotion that's trying to get me to think in a certain way. And this is how it shows up. It'll try to convince me that I'm not ready. It'll say, Carl, you really have to perfect this first, or you have to do a little bit more research, or maybe the timing's not right, or I don't have the right resources, I don't have the right money to take this next step. It's continually convincing me and pulling me back, because it has its own weight. It's like it has a gravity pulling me back down from my greatness and from the next step in my life. One of the other ways of what it tries to convince me of is that, no, just wait for a sign. And if I get that sign, and the problem is, of course, I haven't quite defined what that sign is. And so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy of like continually waiting and procrastinating. And of course, if I keep going down that route and not taking action, then typically in about 10 years' time, I'm going to be looking back with a lot of regret because I leaned into the fear and I listened to what that was trying to convince me of rather than my empowering, confident self, which was trying to give me and send me in a certain direction, another direction, but clearly outside of my comfort zone. And we'll come on to some of those thoughts in a moment. That's going to help you to overcome your own limiting beliefs. And the last limiting belief that shows up a lot, and I've noticed this also in the clients and people who approach me, and sometimes even in my own work still, because, you know, I'm also human, this sense of I'm not good enough, smart enough, rich enough, qualified enough, give it a name, fill in the blank. This feeling of just not being enough. It's rooted in fear and doubt, and again, it tries to convince us that we are not enough and we might as well give up from the get-go before we even start. So what can you do about all of this? Well, first of all, there's this wonderful quote from the film from the X-Men. We have to control our power because here's the simple truth. We have more power than you can possibly imagine. The real question is, will you control that power or will you let it control you? We have a choice. We have free will in any given moment. Which emotion do we listen to and which feeling do we want to feel? Because even though we have fear and doubt or feel that in our mind, we can switch that. We have the power to choose how we want to feel. Tony Robbins was right all along. So here are some empowering beliefs that can help you move you forward as you start your coaching business, or even if you are an existing coach, to take it to the next level. I can manage my fear and replace it with curiosity. Think about that for a second, because fear and curiosity cannot hold the same space in our consciousness at the same time. Interesting, huh? Don't take my word for it. Try it out for size. Can you be scared and curious at the same time? Really? Try it out. I can take a stand for my soul's calling. You know, if it was easy to lean into your purpose and find your purpose and do what your soul wants you to do, everybody would be doing it. We have to fight for it. We have to take a stand for it. We have to show it that we are committed to bringing our soul's calling and our purpose forward. And it takes effort. It takes work. And even though you feel scared and perhaps don't know all the how-tos, but what's going to help you is if you choose to have courage, to act from courage, rather than not taking action and then spending the latter part of your life just regretting that you didn't take action earlier in your life. That's not what we want. So to empower yourself through that, again, you can choose how you want to feel. That's a great empowering belief. Even though you feel doubt or fear at this point, I can choose to feel confident in my decision making. I can choose to feel excited about this next chapter in my life, even though I don't know all the how-tos. I can create the time and the money. As Tony Robbins says, it's not about your resources, it's about getting resourceful. That's the most important thing. It's not just about looking at your bank account or your salary, but what are the creative ways that you can create the means and the resources and funds to do what you really want to do, to step into your purpose? Is it crowdfunding, sponsorship, bartering, asking friends and family, selling things around the house that are no longer serving our purpose? So many different ways. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Getting resourceful is the answer. And finally, even though you don't know all the how-tos or perhaps are unsure about doing this on your own, you can get support, a structure of support, a proven system. Because here's the thing, there's a business model for everything. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, just follow a proven plan and get the support and guidance to implement it and cheerleader you with a sounding board to support you on your journey. So that obviously brings us to the next step, getting that structure of support. That's secret number 7. So when we have a plan, a proven plan from someone who's already done it, who has made mistakes so that you don't have to make them, and is not talking from theory, but actually using a plan and sharing a plan with you that he or she is using in his or her business. That's what you need, something that is already proven. And get the tools, get the know-how, learn from that plan which tools you can implement which are going to bring you closer to your goals and your objectives and to building a successful coaching business. Getting the expert guidance from someone who's already done it, bringing you into a like-minded group of people, or at least access to him or her and the tribe as well. And of course, needing to master your mindset to propel you forward with your coaching business. So I'd love to know from you, if you followed what I've showed you today so far, what would you create? Just think about that for a second. What type of coaching business would you create? And what would that coaching business give you in terms of freedom, financial freedom, time with loved ones? Perhaps you'd like to travel or open a center to help people. Maybe you'd like to do workshops. Maybe you'd like to do online courses, one-on-one coaching, group coaching. What would you create with what I showed you today? Where would you be? I know a lot of you love the idea of location freedom, which having a coaching business affords, particularly when we make use of modern technology. We can Skype from anywhere in the world, we can do Facebook Lives, we can literally be anywhere and everywhere at the same time at a touch of a button. And never before in history have we had that opportunity to literally work from anywhere in the world. How would you feel if you are able to create your goals and your vision for success? How's it going to make you feel? What I often hear is excited, exhilarated, at peace, balanced, finally living my purpose, happy. How would you feel? All right, well, let's just check in for a moment, because you've been given a lot of information, and it may well be that you feel a little bit overwhelmed by all of this, or perhaps even excited, because you now know what it takes to build a successful coaching business, and perhaps you can't wait to get started. So would it be okay for you if I spend a few moments just sharing with you a special offer to help you create a successful coaching business and change your life with me at your side? Because I want to take a handful of people and make them really successful with my advanced strategies, tools, and guidance that I provide. I'm offering 12 weeks of one-on-one personal business coaching with me. In week 1 and 2, you'll get complete clarity on starting the right business for you, the business model that best fits you, and your strengths. In week 3 and 4, we'll be creating your offering to take your clients from where they are to where they want to be. In week 5 and 6, you'll be growing your audience and learning how to promote your offering to start bringing in the traffic and the leads for you to serve. Week 7 and 8, that's where we'll create a platform for you to show up as you are, fully authentic, genuine and sincere, and know how to do that with complete confidence as you put yourself out there into the world. Week 9 and 10, this is where you'll be mastering your mindset. I'll be giving that high performance model that you can use to keep up the motivation, stay confident, keep up the vibrancy so that you show up sharp. Week 11 and 12, this is where we put everything together into an action plan and I help you to implement it all. We're going to make sure that you know exactly what to do in all the right order so you stay out of overwhelm and build your successful coaching business on your terms. Let me introduce you to Jen Lung from Canada. Now, when we first met and she approached me for coaching, she had a small email list. She was already a leadership speaker and she had a number of one-on-one clients. But we've helped her to develop her vocal training program, and now she's planning a second retreat in the Seychelles for her top clients. And you can find out more about Jen at jenlung.com. This is Yolanda Olhaus from South Africa. Now, when she first approached me, she was currently working in IT and consulting, and she was thinking about transitioning into coaching, and particularly life coaching. Now, we've helped her to triple her clients. She's gone on to be a speaker at masterclasses and a guest on a radio show, and you can find out more about Yolanda at premierlifecoaching.co.za. And this is Sherry Alone. She's from the US, and when we first met, she was really just starting out. She was leaving an IT firm as a chief operations officer, and she didn't really have a client base at all. Now, since then, she's gone on to publish her book, Life from the Ashes, and she's become a transformational life coach, and you can find out more about Shari at shariololin.com. So our 12-week one-on-one business coaching package is for you if you're either just starting out or you are already successful and want to get to the next level, and you value investing in yourself to do this right so that you don't waste a lot of time dabbling on your own and making lots of mistakes, but you get a proven plan and support and structure and tools and the mindset to make it happen. You're also going to get 7 modules of the Wealthy Coaching Business. That is to say, you're going to get the complete structured plan of how to create, promote, and profit from your coaching. Through all of that, you're going to get clarity and direction. You're going to know who you are, what you're doing, and who you're doing it for, and feel good about it. We're going to help you to define your ideas and your niche, your market, so that you know exactly where to find your clients and how to market your programs that fully resonate and align with who you are. We're going to take away all that self-doubt and second-guessing because you now have a proven path that you can follow with me at your side. And of course, the 12 weeks of coaching that I've said before, where you get my expert guidance. You're going to have me as a sounding board, a partner who can be able to take your hand to make this happen. You're going to get my accountability to make sure you stay on track and get the work done. We're going to give you some skills to focus, to make sure that you deliver on time, and that's going to feed into your confidence and really build the momentum in your business and bring in the clients. So you may be thinking, well, you know what, I'm just too afraid because I might fail. And this is a really normal limiting belief. But of course it is based in fear, because if you add an empowering belief to that, because your higher confident self does know that it can do this. You've reached out today, you've attended this workshop, so clearly there's a part inside of you that knows and wants to do this. That's the voice that we have to listen to. You may also have a limiting belief that, well, you know what, if you put yourself out there and market yourself and promote stuff that, people might reject you or you may get some weird remarks. Well, here's the antidote to that, because the world is waiting for you to show up, always has been. And when you lean into who you truly are and show up as yourself, you are showing that you are committed to your work, and it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. The right people are waiting for you to show up so that you can serve them and they can get results in their life with your help. So you're going to get 12 weeks of one-on-one business coaching with me and all 7 modules completely packed with strategies and tools from me with a total value together of €7,561. But that's not all. Because you're also going to you're going to be gifted my 10 video series, Clarity in Clients. This is my expert business coaching online in 10 lessons, where you come away with knowing how to avoid confusing business trends that we see often on social media and just get down to the basics, master what you need to start a viable and sustainable business, and focus on that. Because once you stay focused and motivated and align yourself with who you really are, that's when you stop procrastinating and finally control your mind, move in, get the job done, and build your business. But you may be asking yourself, well, you know what? I'm not ready right now. I'm just going to wait for the right moment, wait for the right sign. Again, this is based in fear and doubt. You remember these limiting beliefs that are holding us down. What we need to do is to replace it with a more empowering belief, such as, my soul is ready to do this now. And clearly, it's brought you here today. And you know deep down, if you listen to the heart and your soul, that you're ready to do this. And the world is waiting for you to step up and make this happen. So you're going to get the 10 video series as well that has a value of €947, bringing the total value of this package to €8,508. But that's not all. You're also going to be getting my ebook, The 25 Coaching Business Mistakes and What to Do Instead. This is my know-how and all the tips and things I wish I knew when I first started about how to avoid painful mistakes as you set up your business. That's going to save you a lot of time and money, and it'll allow you to stay focused and on track because now you're doing the right things and not making any mistakes. So you may ask yourself, well, I've tried things before, Carl, and it just didn't work for me. Well, clearly, perhaps your needs were not met. and you didn't feel heard or validated. And it's no wonder that you haven't been successful so far. So let's replace that with a more empowering belief. Because failures are stepping stones to success. You know, we all fall from time to time. We all make mistakes. But it's by showing our dedication to our path that's going to help us to put us in good stead to succeed in life. So we're going to add the Coaching Business Mistakes book to the package. And now the total value is €8,575. And there's more. Because you're also going to get my second ebook, which is How to Turn Your Coaching Dream into a Money-Making Machine. This is jam-packed with all of the lessons that I've learned through how to make money with your coaching, rather than just having a big heart, actually turning that into a sustainable, viable business, and to fall in love with the business side of coaching, so that you show up as yourself and are fully able and capable to generate revenue with your coaching skills. I'm going to show you the proven path in this book and also share some little-known tips and secrets. That means no more icky selling, because you're going to learn how to communicate your value in a way that's authentic and genuine and sincere. You're going to learn how to market yourself with confidence and with ease. And of course, how to charge for your services, because we need to bring in the revenues so that we can expand our business and help more and more people. So you may be thinking, well, you know, I don't really like charging my clients for money. It just doesn't feel right that I should charge for something that I just do naturally and love to do. Well, that's all very well for your heart, but you also have to put on your entrepreneurial hat. And we want to make a successful business out of this. You want to bring in some revenues so that you have freedom in your life and more time with your loved ones, but also so that you can expand your business and help more and more people. So we want to replace that limiting belief with something a little bit more empowering, such as this one. Charging is serving. Think about it. How many times have you downloaded a free book or something online that was free? And sure, it was interesting, it was informative, but did you really get results with that? Typically what I find is it's actually because by helping our clients invest financially in our coaching, they will stick with it. They will be more focused, they will be committed. And that, my friend, is how they will get the results that they want. So actually by charging them, we're serving them to the best of our ability and their ability to commit to getting results. So we're going to add that ebook also to the value. Now it's at €8,661 in total. And that's not all, because you're going to get a bonus, an extra bonus today. 6 months of mastermind membership. This is my inner circle. You're going to get access for 6 months, a monthly call that we have together where I share my latest tips, tricks, and also the knowledge that I've accrued, because I'm also developing as a coach, as a business coach over the years, and I love to pay forward immediately to my inner circle mastermind everything that I'm learning so they can take that also into the business and get results with that as well. This is the place where you get exclusive tools and tips from me. You get some added inspiration to think differently and get creative. Not just from me, but from the entire group of like-minded people. You also have the ability to share your content. We have a private Facebook group where in a safe place you can share your content and ask for our feedback. We'll also give you help with setting things up, the technical aspects. And you're going to have me as a one-stop shop in this Facebook group where you can ask your questions, get answers to your questions at any given moment. And this is part of our 6-month mastermind membership, which you get as a bonus when you sign up for my 12 weeks of business coaching. So you may be thinking, well, that's all very well, Carl, and mastermind, but you know what? I kind of figure that I can probably do it on my own. Well, if you could do it on your own, the chances are you would have done it by now. But you're here. So nobody can do it on their own. Everybody has mentors. I have two, one in the States and one here in the Netherlands. We all need people who challenge us, who up-level us, and show us the way, the proven path forward. And the other thing is, having the support of a group, it's just so much more fun. Business should be fun. If you're not having a good time in business, what are you doing? So we'll place that with an empowering belief, because you can get results faster with the support of a group, which this bonus mastermind and our inner circle will provide to you. So we're going to add that to the stack. We've got a bonus now of 6 months of mastermind membership, which is a value of €1,997, bringing the total value to €10,658. So I just want to ask you, or stop actually for a second and ask yourself, if all I did was to help you create the freedom to live a fulfilling life on your terms and to start your successful coaching business, would that be worth 10,000 euros to you? What if I was able to help you decide the right sustainable business for you so that you can go on to generate revenues with your coaching for the rest of your life? Would that be worth 10,000 euros to you? But what about if I help you to grow your audience, a tribe of people who love your work and want to work with you, and show you how to promote your offering and your offerings in the years ahead? Would that be worth 10,000 euros to you? Or what if all I did was to help you to master your mindset in your personal growth and confidence, not only in business, but in your personal life, in your relationships? How will that affect you for the years ahead if you are now a high performance person in your business and in your life, and you're fully motivated, fully excited and confident and can get results? Would that be worth 10,000 euros to you? Well, listen, I had two options. When I was thinking about the pricing and how to charge all of this, I could go cheap and try to serve as many people as possible, but I also had a different option, and that was to create a higher investment so that I can really dedicate more of my time to guarantee your success and fully support your needs and your objectives to help you create this. So what is the end result worth to you? Because if you had a proven plan to help you make money with your coaching for the rest of your life, and how much would you be willing to invest to have that one plan all laid out for you? Because over the years, it's taken me years of experience and mistakes and learning knowledge, attending seminars, workshops that you don't have to do because you're getting the complete plan. And people pay more than 10,000 euros for a similar result with me because they realize it's not just about the cost. It's an investment in your development and in your growth with a huge return on investment over the years. And that's what all CEOs do of companies. They don't just look at the cost, they look at what it's going to bring them in terms of potential revenues and, of course, their own growth. So here's what you're getting. The complete package. I'm going to run through the entire overview again. 12 weeks of one-on-one personal business coaching with me. 7 modules of strategies and tools. A 10-part video series, Clarity in Clients, which is my online business coaching. 2 ebooks, the 25 coaching business mistakes, and the ebook of how to build your coaching dream with a money-making machine. And finally, you get the bonus, which is a 6-month mastermind membership. This is access to my inner circle for an entire half year. The total value is 10,658 euros. So here's the pricing. The total value, as you know, is 10,658. But typically I would sell this to the public for 6,597 euros. But today I want to do something really special for you guys. It's a special offer for only 3,900 euros, and you get the total value of 10,658. Everything that you've seen here today you get for only 3,900 euros if you book this today. So how am I able to do this? Well, as I said before, it could take 4 years to study for a business MBA and learn and make mistakes. And that would probably cost you even a bit more than 10,000 euros. And what about all the money that you would miss out, that you could earn because you are now studying? I want to guide you and give you the tools and resources to help you implement and make your coaching business happen fast. And that's why you only pay 3,900 euros. So this is your free will. I can share with you what I know, and I can help you and give you the guidance and tools and plan and give you the mindset that's going to give you success in your life. But I can only show you the front door. There's this thing called free will, and it's your choice. It's up to you. You can either do nothing and go on as you are and think about where you will be, even the impact that will have on you emotionally if you don't take action and things stay where they are right now, or perhaps you're even worse. Or you're also welcome to go ahead on your own and try to figure things out as you go and make some mistakes and not quite have the structure. Or you can do it simply and strategically by getting a structure of support and guidance from myself to help you make this happen in 12 weeks and do it the right way. There's also a guarantee. If after 30 days of us working together, you're not satisfied, I will give you your money back, no questions asked. So here's the question, because even if what I've shared with you today is only just half of what I've claimed, now how much money and fulfillment could you create with this new opportunity for the rest of your life? So here's what you're going to get. You've seen this before. Total value, 12 weeks of coaching from me, 7 modules, strategies and tools, the 10-part video series, business coaching, to get you clarity in clients, 2 ebooks, 25 coaching business mistakes, and my ebook, How to Grow Your Business Dream and Turn It into a Money-Making Machine, and of course, my bonus, 6-month mastermind membership of my inner circle, a total value of €10,658. You're also going to get, if you book today and book a call with me, to set up a call, to have a conversation, to see if this is the right fit for you, then, and to schedule, of course, our first session of the 12-week business coaching, I'm also going to gift you this Cash Boost online training. This is incredible training for you to get going right now without any need for investing in advertising, just through some very slim and strategic social media posts to bring in some clients and to generate some cash flow immediately, even before our business coaching begins. The value of this is €997, but you must book your call with me by clicking on the button below before the end of this workshop. I'm adding that to the stack, so you're going to get that extra bonus today of the Cash Boost online training, bringing the total value to €11,655. Again, you're going to get all of this for only €3,900 if you wish to pay in full in one part, or you can also pay in 3 monthly installments of €1,400. So if that works for you, if you feel that's a better option or a better fit for your budget, we can do that as well. Click the button below to set up a call with me. Select a date and time that's suitable for you, for us to get to know each other a little bit, and of course to talk about your own coaching objectives, and of course agree on those objectives as well, so they are viable. You're going to get all of these gifts from me and the bonus as soon as after our call you book the 12 weeks, and of course as soon as you receive payment you receive all of these goodies as well. No questions asked. I'm so looking forward to gifting you all of these and bringing you into my 12-week coaching to give you the results that you want and do it the right way. Fully structured, fully prepared, and of course fully guided by myself. You may also be asking, well, can I pay by credit card or bank transfer? How does that happen? Yes, you can pay by both. What we'll do when we get on the phone, if you want to take that further and you're happy to move ahead, we'll just share my bank transfer details or credit card, and then we can take that up and move you forward with that and get started immediately. So we're not asking you to pay anything today. You just simply get on the call with me and we'll take it from there. On that call, we will look at the calendars, your calendar and my calendar, to agree the best starting date. It may well be that you wish to have weekly coaching, or sometimes people prefer twice a month. We set it up in a way that suits your schedule, because I do know that some of you are working still full-time and you're transitioning, and some of you like to pace yourself, whereas others like to get going right from the get-go and really want to start quickly and get results fast. That's fine too. We cater for all of that as well. Now, if you have any more questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to me below. You can just click the button to book a call with me. We'll have a nice chat and talk about, of course, your own objectives and how we can move you forward. And there's also a link to my email address. If you wish just to ask me some questions separately, just click on my email address below, and I'd love to hear from you as well. So again, it comes down to your free will. I've given you all the information today and an offer to go deep with me to get results fast. A very special offer that's going to last, of course, to the end of this webinar, where if you set up a call with me right now, you're going to get all of the bonuses, all of the value, which is worth more than €11,000. But listen, the first thing that comes up is related back to your mindset and limiting beliefs. Even though you feel that your heart and your soul wants to do this, you feel you're kind of held back. And often it's to do with a limiting belief around the lack of resources. Now remember, this is a business training. We're going to help you out to make money for the rest of your life with your coaching. So if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? And when would you ever get this type of special offer with all of this value worth more than €11,000? Or your free will could say yes to yourself, because the parachute only opens when you jump out of the plane. All right? I'm there. I'm going to catch you. We're going to have the time of our lives. And of course, you're going to step into creating the freedom for a life that you love, stepping into your purpose, finally taking action on this, and making it happen with my guidance, with my plan, and my tools, and of course, access to my mastermind group, and create a high-performance mindset that's going to impact you positively, not just in your business, but in your relationships, in your personal life. All the doors are going to open and rush in once you say yes to yourself. So I did promise you at the beginning of this workshop, I'd show you how to make 100,000 euros with your coaching. So this is the lowdown. If you want to make 100,000 euros, that's, when you break it down, it's 8,350 euros per month. So what we need to do there is, rather than selling our coaching as a commodity, like paying by the hour, we have to package that into periods of 3 to 6 months. So let's say you had a life coaching package that you want to help people to create more self-confidence over the course of 3 months. Well, if you sold one of those packages to executives, for example, for 8,350 euros, that would give you 100,000 euros a month. Or let's say you sold 2 packages at 4,175 euros, that would still give you at the end of the year 100,000 euros. It may well be that you decide to have a condensed, smaller package which is worth 835 euros. Well, you only have to sell 10 of those a month, and that's not even one sale a day. Or of course you can mix that up and charge anything you wish as any variation in between. You get my point. When we break it down into packages and sell it that way, it's very easy to make 100,000 euros with your coaching and beyond. I want to leave you today with the overview of the coaching package and what you're going to get. If you book today, the special offer, you're going to get 12 weeks of one-on-one personal business coaching with me, 7 modules of my strategies and best tools, a 10-part video series of my business coaching with clarity and clients online, 2 ebooks, 25 coaching business mistakes, and the ebook How to Turn Your Coaching Dream into a Money-Making Machine. You're going to get the bonus 6-month mastermind membership, access to my inner circle for full support and with a like-minded group for 6 months. And you'll get my Cash Boost online training. That's booking the call with me today. And of course, once you sign up, you're going to get all of these today to help you build your coaching business the right way, finally. I invite you to click the button below to set up a call with me. That's a date and time suitable for you. And of course, if you have any other questions, please reach out by clicking on my email below, my email address. I'd love to answer your questions. The special offer today is for all of this, with a total value of 11,655 euros. You get this as a special offer for 3,900 euros if you pay it once, or you can pay in 3 monthly installments of 1,400 euros. And of course, don't forget the 30-day money-back guarantee. It's been an absolute pleasure today, and thank you so much for investing your time to learn how to start a successful coaching business today. I would love for you to contact me now, and so I can help you go deeper and get results fast and do this the right way. Please reach out to me if you have any questions at all, and look forward to seeing you very soon. Show up sharp and take care.